Comanche, Corbin, Comanche, and Walters.
Bueno, y estoy en medio del show ya.
Centerline path.
Y no son fuegos artificiales.
This produced an 1/8 of a mile wide tornado approaching a 1/4 mile wide from Reed Timmer and Dominator 4. And he had a debris cloud, cone shape, firmly in contact with the ground. More than likely the biggest tornado Oklahoma's seen today occurred only about 15 to 20 minutes ago. Linda Cavanaugh joins us now from the news desk. Linda?
Mike, great job. You've been on the air all day and all evening and all afternoon. We appreciate you very much. We've been telling you about that flooding down in Medicine Park. We so appreciate those of you who are sending us pictures. Let me show you one that we've received. This was taken in Medicine Park, of course, obviously still in daylight, but look closely and you can see that the road has now become a riverbed. This is on Buffalo Drive right there. Medicine Park, if you know the area, is a wonderful little area. You can go down there for great hamburgers. It's down by the wildlife refuge, but we're told that the creek that runs through that general area is already over its bounds, and unfortunately some of the businesses there are being flooded. So our thoughts with those folks down there. A lot of rain in a lot of areas, and it's coming down by the bucket load in some of these small towns. We've had reports of car rescues at many intersections around this same area of Oklahoma as those clouds just opened up, and after a drought it just dumped it all at once, and you're seeing the results right now. A lot of flooding in some of these areas. This is not weather related, but I thought you'd like to know about it. We're receiving reports of a horrible explosion down in West Texas. That's a small community by Waco. Apparently a fertilizer plant has exploded down there. We're told that the ensuing fires not only at the plant, but in surrounding buildings, which included a nursing home, an apartment complex, and some other smaller buildings, some business-type buildings. All of them were on fire. We're told that some of the people in the nursing home and the apartment complex have been injured, and they have been transported to a hospital in that area. In fact, Hillcrest Baptist Medical Center, which is one of the hospitals down there, they have an all-call for all staff to report to that hospital. And we'll bring you more details tonight at 10 as we get them. That's just coming in and thought you'd like to know about it. So again, flooding in many areas of Oklahoma right now. Hail coming down in some areas. We're told at least inch hail in all kinds of sections of the state as those storms moved from the south through parts of the metro and now moving on a little bit south of the metro still, but still moving kind of easterly. And Mike Morgan, you and the team have been doing a great job. We so appreciate your work.
Linda, appreciate that. Let's give folks a live update as what's going on right now. And I tell you, from the South Metro, see this big old bow-looking thing right here? It looks just like an archer's bow and arrow bow. Look at that great big bow. That's damaging winds coming out of the west. It's what we were talking about a while ago. With the jet stream now has caught up to these storms. The wind speeds aloft out of the west gone from 75, 80 miles an hour up to near 100 miles an hour aloft. And they go out of these storms when you get a westerly wind, which is laden with the heavy rain and hail, this heavy air, and it gets pushed out. And you see the way this is pushing out this great big bow configuration right here. That's what Fort Irvine was talking about. That wind we had down here in the cold, northern, Noble area. That's why it's important. If you live in a mobile home and you don't feel safe when these big bows are coming through, we talked about severe thunderstorm warnings with damaging winds. It's important that you go someplace that is safe, because these things can roll mobile homes. The strength of the Oklahoma storm tonight is there. The timing is also there. It's arrived. So these big bows here, these are the damaging wind producers that you see on the news next morning when stuff's scattered all over the landscape of Oklahoma. That's what these are doing tonight. And we just encourage you to take that to heart when we talk about severe thunderstorm warnings with damaging winds. This big bow-shaped configuration here may have some high gusts of winds. Martin Dillon for sure saying that he had some high winds down in Cole. He was estimating up there in the 55, 60, 65 miles per hour range. Locally, they could be higher than that, which will start to cause problems for mobile homes that are not tied down. In particular, you want to get away from windows as well. Kind of hunker down toward the middle of where you live. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible, and let these damaging winds come through. Let the heavy rain, the wind-driven rain and hail come through, and it'll be better once this thing moves on by. You see the size of that bow? That's a great big Boeing gust front there, and that has likely damaging winds with it, and that's why Cleveland County, McLean County, severe thunderstorm warnings are in effect for that part of the country, just south near the metro. Let's go ahead and take a look at the storm tracker. On the storm tracker, still big-time supercell down here. Tornado warning has been reaffirmed and re-extended for Cochran County, and Reed Timmer is on that just to refresh your memory, if you're just now joining us, the Reed Timber Navigator 4 and an 8-mile wide tornado approaching a quarter-mile wide, just missed by about a mile and a half on the west and northern sides of town. He's a couple hundred yards away from it, and he said it was a big tornado, big cone-shaped tornado, likely the biggest tornado Oklahoma's had today so far. Hopefully, and certainly take that to heart as the same tracks into Cotton County, and then likely, hopefully, south of Duncan. But you folks in Comanche and Forum, stay very, very alert right now. You're on the red line, center line of that tornado, which continues. Cotton County tornado warning continues in effect. Okay, let's go to the South Doppler here again, and we'll look at the South Metro. Lots of lightning, some hail, some very high velocity winds here, coming through the South Metro from north and southward down through Norman, down to Noble, down to Washington. There's Purcell down to Bottomless Range. This is going to have a westerly wind pushing from west to east. So it's the west side of the house that you want to avoid. The west windows that will be coming out of the west, and it could be quite strong. Severe thunderstorm warnings are very much in effect. Let's see, control room, do we have Mark Dillard by chance? Quite honestly, we've had a pretty big lightning hit. We're kind of picking up the pieces back here. More computers are down than up, I can promise you that. We're trying to get their loaded again. Control room, if you have Mark Dillard down in the South Metro, let us know. And there he is right there. Appreciate that. There's a deal what's going on in the South Metro. Alan, do you have Mark Dillard on the Gentner? Okay. You have Dillard on file? Okay, Gentner. Okay, Mark, tell us what's going on in the South Metro right now.
Yes, Mike, it's driving rain.
Mark is located near Norman, between Norman and Noble right now. He's right there on that Jasper, east of Cole and northeast of Washington. So he's right there in the thick of it. You can tell he is. Gives you an idea of trying to travel the Metro tonight. Just not recommended. Lots of cloudy ground lightning taking quite a few hits up here at News Channel 4. The cloudy ground lightning is going to be quite a bit more intense than the southern side of the Metro. Mark, your phone is breaking up a little bit. That's why I interrupted you just then. Are you still with us?
Yes, Mike, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Go ahead.
Gentlemen, going through the car. Basically, with the driving rain again, the winds that come down, the gust front, or the leading edge, the low segment is off to our east now. And when it hit it, my wind went from virtually nothing to about 50 plus, just like that. And I still have a driving the rain, and I have very heavy rain, so we're going to have street flooding in Norman continuing up the floor and along the South Metro where it starts raining quite a bit. The second wave is going to come through, and if the line segment continue to come up I-44, we'll probably even have more rain throughout the evening. But right now, Mike, I'm just south of Norman on I-35 at Goldsby, and I've got a pretty strong heavy rain coming down, but my winds have let up just a little bit. Back to you.
Yeah. Mark, appreciate that very much. Let's go to the South Doppler here and take a look at what Marcus is showing you outside his front window there. You see all the red here. Flooding rainfall, a real problem here. I-35 is really just a mess. Say that again? Yep. Yeah, reaffirming the tornado warning for Cotton County. We're going to get Reed Timmer back on the Gentner here. The storm down there is cycling, no doubt about it, and it could easily produce more tornadoes in Cotton County. We'll have Reed with Dominator 4 checking back in with us here momentarily. So this storm is quite severe. There's a lot of wind with it, a lot of lightning, some hail. The hail's not huge, but wind-driven, quarter-sized hail could be a real problem. It could cause hail damage. That's what's going on down here. The winds are quite strong. There is an unconfirmed report via Twitter down around Goldsby of perhaps some wind damage of some sort down around Goldsby via Twitter. So a lot of things are traveling through the Twitterverse. But a new report, which is right down there, all this wind has been, Mark Dillard's been talking about it, coming through Norman, Goldsby, Noble, some possible damage down around Goldsby from some wind of some type down in that area. So there may be ongoing straight line type wind damage continuing down in the South Metro. Southmore, Norman, from Norman over toward Lake Thunderbird, Pink, Little Axe, down to Noble, down to Purcell. There's Purcell at the bottom of your screen, and then points east. We're talking about Bethel Lakers and over toward Pink and Tecumseh and Shawnee. Again, the jet stream is caught up with these storms and is punching the high-velocity jet stream winds out with these storms. A westerly wind blowing to the east. And those are the type of storms that produce the damaging wind where you see debris scattered across the landscape that is not so much a tornado, but just straight line wind damage. That's what's going on right now in central and parts of southern Oklahoma. Let's go back to the storm tracker and take a look at this storm here. The hook here has opened back up again. It's cycled, and the hook is now opened back up again, which means it's trying to recycle into another tornado producer down coming into Cotton County out of eastern Tillman County. A well-defined hook echo there is opened back up again, feeding warm air back into the circulation. So reaffirming tornado warning for Cotton County. Again, it is after dark. It is dark down here. If you know folks that live around Walters and Temple and Comanche and Coram, you need to call them and make sure that they are aware of what's going on down here, because the last thing we want to have happen is have a nighttime tornado hit somebody without them knowing it. This has already produced an 1/8 of a mile wide to approaching 1/4 mile wide tornado that literally just missed Granfield by about 1.5 miles on the west and northwest sides of town. Reed Timmer and Dominator 4 had that live. It was a big cone-shaped tornado with a big debris cloud, a strong tornado, and that was just a very short while ago from that storm right there, and it's now traveling into Cotton County, and it's heading directly for Temple, Coram, and Comanche. It'll probably go south of Duncan. The big hail could affect Duncan, but it may go just to the south of Duncan as far as the big hail, but it's going to be very, very close. You folks watching us in the Duncan area, this has very large hail. I would say at least tennis ball with it, maybe even up to baseball size. Again, the jet stream is in this storm as well, so it's spinning faster than they did earlier this afternoon, so tornado potential is quite significant down in Cotton County, and it may produce another significant tornado like we had just about 30 minutes ago. So as it heads over towards southern Stevens County, stay alert. Northern Jefferson County as well, stay alert out of Cotton County. Okay, so let's see what we have going on. Control room, do you have anybody on the Gintner right now? We're still picking up the pieces on the lightning strike that we took. We get Mark Dillard here from the South Metro here talking about the wind and the rain that he's got down in the South Metro. He'll check back in with us momentarily. He is on the Gintner, it looks like. Mark, can you update us here from the Norman Noble area? What do you have?
Well, Mike, still just crossing over I-35 here at Goldsby, and still a very heavy rain coming down. I urge folks to as you're on the south, if you have to get out, don't hurt you to, but if you have to get out for shift work or whatever later on, just take it easy, because you cross a low water crossing or area that is flooded out, and